If you've ever had your car booted, you know just how frustrating it can be. But what if your car was booted in front of your own home by someone who has no right to touch your car? Matt Grubbs has this special assignment.
I love my neighborhood.
Daniel Brock had just arrived home.
Actually, I was just parked right in front of my house.
With a work trailer in tow on a Friday last month.
And when I came outside, the security guard was booting the trailer.
Brock, who uses the trailer on the weekend, was going nowhere, courtesy of the HOA.
To show up, be home less than half an hour, and have a boot on your car seems quite excessive.
Empowered by the Ventana Ranch Homeowners Association, which is run by a company called Homeco, a private security patrol has been booting trailers, RVs, and the like on public streets.
Definitely confused because this is a city-maintained street. I was parked legally on a city street.
What's more, Brock has an email from the HOA, again through Homeco, giving him permission to have the trailers there for the weekend.
And when I went to show that email to the security officer, his supervisor wasn't interested.
After a long argument, Brock got the security guard to pull off the boot without paying the $75. The HOA has been aggressive, posting signs all over the development warning people. Brock's neighbor got booted for parking in his own driveway, blocking the sidewalk. No one at Homeco would answer questions about the HOA policy in person.
Unfortunately, I don't have anybody that would...
It's clear the policy is an issue for the HOA and Homeco. The property manager's voicemail message,
unless you are coming in for 7 days with a guest,
had 40 seconds of parking instructions last week.
If you have been booted or towed, you would need to dial 991.
We left messages that weren't returned. Homeco's president didn't respond to an email about the policy. We even handed a business card to the CEO.
I think the reason that we got together tonight...
No one at Homeco would explain or defend the booting.
HOAs these days have a lot of power, you can say, to be able to enforce their laws.
We told Albuquerque City Councilor Dan Lewis about the issue in his district.
Unusual. I mean, I don't think we've ever dealt with an HOA that actually hires a service to boot cars.
Albuquerque passed a law last year that says private booting companies, like the one the HOA is using, must boot, quote, exclusively on private property.
These are city streets.
And in Albuquerque, privately booting a vehicle or a trailer on a public street is a crime. Yes, a crime. City staff thinks the booting is illegal. After we called them, they called Homeco and the HOA. The signs are gone in Ventana Ranch. Daniel Brock hopes that means he can get back to work worry-free.
I kind of have a job that I'd like to do instead of, fight over petty issues.
Matt Grubbs, KRQE News 13.
We have more information on Matt's story online, including the city booting ordinance for you to view, and how the state is starting to look at limiting the powers of homeowners associations.